So, it's not exactly breaking news, but Denmark has chosen a new standard service rifle for its armed forces. The deal was signed back in August 2025 and sees a variant of the Colt Canada MRR being selected for Danish forces. And so, in this video, we'll take a look at the incoming weapon, the weapon that it replaces, as well as Denmark's long history with Canadian-made firearms. And so on August 27, 2025, the Danish Defence Acquisition and Logistics Organisation, or DALO, announced that it had signed a contract with Canadian firearms maker Colt Canada for new rifles for the Danish Armed Forces and the Home Guard. The new rifle's full designation is the GV M25 C8 MRR, and is a new version of Colt Canada's popular C8 family. The Danish short name is Gevær M25. The weapon will be delivered in two colors, brown and black, with 13,000 pieces of each color being purchased. There is also an option to purchase an additional number in the future. And so delivery of the first 26,000 rifles is expected to be completed before the end of 2026. Unfortunately, the announcement did not mention rifle barrel length, and so we'll have to wait and see if there's any more diversity than just brown and black. We do know that the MRR is available in 8.5, 11.6, 14.5, 15.7 and 18.6-inch barrels. The firearm blog notes that photos shared from the signing ceremony feature a rifle with a 15.7-inch barrel with a 7-slot M-lock handguard. The prop also has an Alcan Spectre DR14 power optic and has a projecting Picatinny rail extension at the muzzle end. It should go without saying, but just to be comprehensive, these rifles will be chambered in the 5.56mm NATO standard. Like the rest of the rifles in the C7 C8 family, the weapon is gas-operated, rotating bolt select fire, using a direct gas impingement or internal piston system. Colt Canada's MRR combines the tried-and-tested Colt Canada C8 carbine base with the M-lock rail attachment system. More specifically, the MRR upper receiver has a monolithic top rail with side, while bottom rail positions now implement the Magpul M-lock modular locking accessory mounting system. The monolithic upper receiver is said to be sturdy while providing ample rail space for various optics. It's also fitted with Colt Canada's free-floating cold hammer-forged chrome-lined barrel, which claims to increase barrel service life significantly when compared to non-chrome-lined barrels of similar firearms. The implementation of the M-lock system reduces weapon weights by up to half a pound, with the weight savings predominantly in the forestock area of the weapon. The result is an improvement in the weapon's maneuverability and overall weight distribution. These rifles will augment and then slowly replace the current standard rifle, the Gevær M10 A4, which is the Danish designation for the C8 IUR or Integrated Upper Receiver. The rifle is manufactured by Colt Canada and was purchased as a replacement for the M95 rifle and the M96 carbine. The M10 has a free-floating barrel which is only attached to the guide frame, and this construction increases the rifle's precision compared to the M96 rifle, which it otherwise resembles. The official Danish Forces website also notes that it has been easier to adapt the M10 rifle to the individual shooter than it was with its predecessor. Adjustments can be made with the stock with 6 different positions in length. The M10 is used to engage enemy personnel, unarmored vehicles, and equipment at distances of up to 400 meters. It was noted by the official government page, however, that the M95 and carbine M96 are still used by conscripts. In case you were curious, the manufacturer designation of these rifles is Colt Canada C7A1 and C8A1 carbine, respectively. Denmark clearly has a long-standing relationship with made-in-Canada rifles. Denmark bought its first batch of C7A1s in 1995 and C8A1s in 1996, back when the Canadian manufacturer went by the name Dimeco. The C7A1 was issued to standard infantry units of the Royal Danish Army, while the shorter C8A1 went to trades where a smaller weapon made more sense, including tankers and special units. Danish Special Forces used the C8 SFW, notably in Afghanistan. SFW stands for Special Forces Weapon, and the rifle featured a longer, heavier barrel for increased accuracy. So, for any Danish troops or military enthusiasts out there hoping for a big revolutionary change, No, it's yet another M4 clone and really just an incremental update. Nothing at all groundbreaking. The lack of big changes and adoption of something drastically different is not at all surprising, of course, especially when we consider Denmark's long-standing relationship with Colt Canada. Furthermore, Danish troops are used to the operation of this AR pattern weapon, and it further builds on a battle-proven weapon. In case you're not all that familiar with the world of firearms and firearm manufacturers, Colt Canada is part of the Colt CZ Group. Other subsidiaries or brands include CZ or Česká zbrojovka, Dan Wesson, Cellier and Bello, Spur, Swiss AA, and 4M Tactical. Colt CZ Group is headquartered in the Czech Republic, and the firm says that it employs more than 4,000 people in its production facilities in the Czech Republic, the United States, Canada, Sweden, Switzerland, and Hungary. So, what do you think of Denmark's choice of the C8 MRR from Colt Canada? Let us know by leaving a comment.